I'm here with Utukuri. He's with Vizetto. We're going to do a little show and tell for you today with some new technology that's making virtual meetings a lot more engaging. So I'm going to hand it over to you. Go ahead and share your screen and take it away.
Absolutely. So this is your normal meeting, right? So what happened is 90% of your screen has been removed and is my deck now. And I'm probably a little postage stamp somewhere in the top. And these slides are changing and I'm talking to the slide saying, take a look at this, take a look at this. You have no idea where I'm pointing. So what we do is we transform that remote meeting into something like this, where I actually have the content. And when I'm actually looking at this, I can point out, I can circle, I can ink, I can highlight. And what that does is it's engaging something called reinforcement learning. And reinforcement learning is the idea that when I write or point something specific down, your eyes are seeing what I'm talking about, your ears are hearing, listening, all to the same information. You're not reading something else while you're hearing something, because normally your eyes are darting all over the screen, right? So in reinforcement learning, I can see what you're looking at and I give you visual feedback. If you're confused, I can go, hold on. Actually, Mark, did you get that? Like, this is what we're talking about. And the second aspect is called associative learning. Associative learning is this idea, hey, I see that you have a bunch of videos. Can you show me any video related to that particular install? Okay, in Zoom, I go stop screen share, get away from the PowerPoint, start screen share onto a video. There's a huge gap. There's a huge disconnect. Things are not actually associating together. Whereas in Proactiv, I can actually pull up that video right there and say, this video is this, and take a look at what we did on this job site. And why is that important? If you go back 5 years ago, the most memorable meetings that you have are where you associate things. Like you spill hot coffee on yourself in a meeting where there's a squeaky chair, or let's say you got into a fender bender going to somebody's meeting or a meeting. You'll never forget that in your life. Why? Because you associate powerful emotions with a whole bunch of things that actually happened in the meeting. So what Proactiv does is it brings reinforcement learning and associative learning back into the mix.
Well, for me, I come from more of a video production and creative content background. So I think of all the times when we would have to do a creative pitch to a client, for example, or we would need to review content. Being able to present that information in a way like this, where we could read body language and be able to present the content without having to be there in person would be hugely beneficial, because we wouldn't have to travel as much, right? So we're saving time, we'd be saving money, we would be reducing our carbon footprint because of all those less travel that we would need to be doing. So I could just see huge benefits to being able to present information, but also be able to read body language in a hybrid environment like this would be super helpful.
Well, also the problem is when you normally have a video on Zoom and you go, I'd like to change this scene, pause here, I'd like to do this. Somebody's going clickety, 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 typing away.
Yep.
How do you describe something where, hey, I like this, I don't like that, but I want to put our logo here. How do you even type that up? Right? Like what's the percentage of mistakes that happen? Then you get back onto the next meeting, the logo's here and this is over here and that's over here. And everybody's sitting around going, no, we had the same conversation. Remember that three blind people trying to go ahead and describe an elephant. One guy is holding onto the trunk going, it's a huge snake, and somebody else is holding onto the tail. So I feel like a lot of remote meetings are like that. We're all talking about the same thing, just thinking we're describing the same thing, but because we're shutting off our visual cortex, it's incredibly difficult to be on the same page.
So how difficult or easy is it to get the Proactiv suite up and running? Does this require a lot of hardware, software? Talk me through a little bit about how do you get started with the system?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite story is we actually have a school in Peru that ordered 180 licenses, not even in Lima, it's in Arequipa, and they don't speak English. So they discovered our product through a podcast or a webinar. They downloaded the free trial off of our website. They played with it themselves. And the entire deal in tech support is being done using Google Translate because they don't speak a word of English. I don't speak a word of Spanish. And, I've got 180 teachers in that school actually using it on a daily basis. So if they can do that, I don't know what else I can tell you. You can be up and running in 5 minutes. Literally it is, hey, set up a folder with content, pull it up, there's media, there's library. I can pull up that, PowerPoint, I can resize it like I do on a phone. I split through, I pick up a pen, ink, highlight. Now, the right type of hardware, the right type of setup, everything is important. So we walk our customers through all that. That's my job. That's what we do. We onboard people every single day, and from the most complex to the simplest applications and use cases.